Hello. Hello, hello, hello. Can you hear me?
Welcome in, welcome in, welcome in. Hey, Liz. Can you hear me?
Hi. I can hear
How are
you.
you? Okay,
I am
great.
fine. How are you?
Welcome in, everybody. Happy Sunday. Happy Sunday.
Happy Sunday.
Yeah, I hope
We
everybody's
made it.
having a wonderful, wonderful day. Absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
How is your
I'm
Sunday going?
having my Sunday
Yep,
was
me too.
blessed and
I'm a little
highly.
bit tired. A little tired. So, welcome in
Okay, now I
Wellness
gotta
with
look at the
Frugal Mama.
comments.
She was in early. Tamika Davis was in early. Kenneth Wilkinson was in early. Thank you guys so much. Duval's right up the road from me. Welcome in. Thank you so much. Michael Farmer will be here shortly. He's on travel, but I did talk to him a couple times today, so he will be in here shortly. I've dropped the link for you, Michael Farmer, so feel free to come up when you're ready. Kenneth says, good evening, Duval. And Kenneth is in
Okay.
6A zone. Hey, Kenyatta. What's up, girl? How are you? Thanks for coming in. Appreciate you. Been enjoying your videos lately. I've been over to your house quite a few times.
Okay.
Yep, you're showing good stuff. Thanks for coming in this evening. So drop in the comments what zone you're in. Liz, you remember what your zone is? Liz, you froze?
I forgot what mine is. 6B.
Oh, I think so. I think so. Kenneth is in 6A. Liz is in Missouri. So you close by
Huh?
there, Kenneth?
You heard? I'm
Kenneth
here.
said he's 6A. I think that's what Sheer Magic said she was or something.
6B.
Oh, 6B. You and her are both 6B.
I
So
think
we
that's
got
to
a
be
few things
6B.
going on. Kenyatta said she just moved to 7B. I guess I should drop mine in there. I'm in Florida, North Florida. So I'm in 9B. And I think Duval is in 9A because she's just up the road from me. I think last time she said she was in 9A. So we got a few things to talk about. So Liz had some, well, I'll let her tell her own story when she gets ready to tell her own story about your plants.
Oh, my poor plants. Yes. So
So
I had some.
if we
The
can
fact that
offer, I mean, I said what I wanted to say to her, but she's
yeah,
going to share with you what she planted last week. Did you plant them last week?
yeah, it was a week from the day because that's
Mm-hmm.
when we started planning. So I went out and I got me some, cabbage and watermelon seeds. I did everything that, was told. Put your little three fingers in, put all your seeds in, and do all that, and cover it up with a, plastic bag or something on top and poke some holes in it. Okay, I did all of that. And then my seeds heavily got rained on. And I, for some reason, was thinking, oh, well, it's not going to be that much get in there because I got the holes in it and they're really little. And I went in and it was like a soup bowl. It was literally a soup bowl. And
I'm not
I
laughing
didn't
at.
buy. Yeah, but that's okay. You can laugh at experience. I'm laughing with you now. I was not under impression that like any flower pots were really different. I saw people that had flower pots that had holes in them, but then I bought a lot of flowers that had pots that just was sitting in the flower pot and it didn't have holes at the bottom, the clay ones and all the other ones. So I really didn't know that I needed to have perforation at the end of it, at the bottom, that it needed to be some type of holes at the bottom. So if it would rain or got too much, it would leak.
Yeah, so it would
Okay.
drain.
I would drain.
Hey,
It would
Planter
drain.
Garden,
That's
thanks
right.
for stopping in.
So
Liz is telling her
with all
story about she's first time gardener. and she planted last week, and they had heavy
Right.
rain in her area, so her plane got drenched. She comes
Yes.
sending me a text of this pot that was drenched with full of water, and she was so upset, and I felt so bad.
Really? And I'm like, well, why didn't y'all tell me that at first? You could have been like, let me look at the bottom of your bowl and let me see how that looks. And I'm like, I have no idea what I'm doing. So yeah, I have to like let you
So
see
how
my
are you
soil type
resolving it?
down here, so y'all can see. And yeah, just look like.
So what did you do?
What did you say?
So how are you resolving it? So
I
if
haven't
they
done
got
anything
drenched and
yet.
it was full
I
of
was.
water, you poured the water off.
I'm going to. I poured the water out. So you told me just buy some buckets that got the stuff at the bottom of it.
Right.
I'm just gonna start all over again. So I guess that start all over again is probably just get some more manure or whatever it is we put in there to, and start all over. That's it.
Well,
These
that's
didn't
that's
come with.
what they
I don't know
always
if they
told
came
me
with it, but I
when
put
I
these.
be
I guess
talking
they're
about my
supposed
stuff wasn't growing and whatever, and it's like just
to
keep
be like
sowing
that.
seeds, and that's trial and error. Yep, if something happened, just you
Trial and
know
error.
drop seeds again.
I'm not throwing my dirt out, but I'm gonna give me some. I'm just gonna dump them
Hey,
out. Oh,
Jada.
go get my seed, my pot, and
So are you gonna leave the ones that's in the
just dump
pot?
them
Are you
over
gonna leave
again.
those in the pot?
Dump it out, should I say?
Are you gonna leave those in there and see if something happens?
I'm gonna do it.
Are you gonna leave the ones that got drenched?
I don't know, cause if you like, well, they're no good.
So what do y'all
I
think in the chat
was,
she should do?
yeah, I
She
was
had
gonna
the
leave them
pot
in
planter.
there,
She had
meaning,
her pot and planted her cabbage and had
mm-mm.
rainfall, and the pot got soaked and it was full of water. She poured the water off. Her seeds hadn't really germinated yet. What has it been, a week? So did something happen to the seeds by them getting drenched? Should she just start all the way over or drop some more seeds in that same pot, or somebody tell us
Yeah.
what
So I don't
should
know how
happen?
to.
Hey, Tampa Creek. Thank you, sis, for stopping in. Appreciate you. She said, I'm listening, but I'm in the bushes. Thank you.
Well, I think I
We're trying
definitely
to
need to switch
get
pots.
Liz situated again. Welcome in, Emotion New Soul. Thank you so much for stopping in. Appreciate you. So you're just gonna start over and you're gonna plant more
Obviously,
dirt or more soil, Liz.
right. I am. I'm starting over and putting more soil. Meaning, I'm gonna dump this into this, and then I'm gonna go give me some more soil.
And that's what Mr. Planner
Right.
Garden TV said. He said, drop more seeds in case the others don't go ahead and germinate. He's the master gardener.
Oh, okay.
So he
Yeah.
says, yes, go ahead and just drop more seeds. Microfarmer is supposed to be coming up. Our
Thanks.
subject tonight,
Okay. I get.
we were going to talk about leggy plants, and we were going to talk about up potting. So that was going to be the discussion, because I've got some stuff out there that I need to up pot, and they're just in those little square things. So I had talked to Michael Farmer about it, and I don't think that they're like extremely big or anything right now. So he kind of told me maybe, but I think they're ready to get out of those little cells. So I think I'm just going to put them in solo cups and let them get some more growth on them that way before I up pot them to a bigger pot. There's some, they are tomato plants,
Okay.
and I think I have some okra plants. And what else out there, Tim, that needs to get up potted?
What I want.
Yeah, I got the tomatoes.
I think one worm died.
So if anybody has any
Okay.
suggestions, Y'all, please drop it in the comments to me about how to up pot. Or if you want to come up, I have, well, let me see. Let me put it back in here. I just dropped the link. So feel free to come up if you want to talk about it. Hey, Sheer Magic. Is that you, sis?
Hey, y'all. Hey.
What's going on?
Happy Cinco de Mayo.
Absolutely. I forgot. Yeah, today is Cinco de Mayo.
Hey, Liz.
We're just discussing Liz, what happened with Liz's planting.
So what happened?
Huh?
What happened?
What had happened was, that's your story, Liz.
What had happened was it rained.
It rained and her stuff flooded.
Oh, mine did that the other day.
And I got the two hot. Yeah, I don't see any spark. Yes, flooded.
I hope mine keep going. It's on the porch.
Did you feel like it flooded or just got a lot of rain?
It's got a lot of rain, and when I went out there, it was like the rain was splashing so hard in my cups to where it was like splashing the dirt up out of there. And so I just kind of moved it back from where my porch dropped it at and stuff. So it kind of looks okay. So I hope it's okay.
Janie says, I have a lemon tree. Got to be up potted. Yeah. So tonight we're talking about up potting. I'm glad Nikki came in.
Right.
She's a wealth of knowledge. Hey, Nikki, thanks for stopping in. So we wanted to talk about up potting. I was just saying I got stuff I need to up pot, but I want to make sure of the timing when to up pot. What's the best time to up pot? I kind of talked to Micro Farmer. He's on travel, but I did talk to him today. He said he was going to come on. So maybe he'll be on here in a little bit.
What's up pot mean?
You're putting you look like you're getting ready to put yours in a fairly, kind of a nice size pot right now. A lot of times people start out in solo cups or those little square little pod things till it germinates, until your plant starts to grow. And then you up pot by putting it in a bigger pot next, so on and so forth.
That's what I have, the solo cups. And then I bought the other thing the other day from $1.25 Tree. It's like the weird shape. I guess where you put the three different.
Like the green one I got.
Yeah, so I bought 3 of them because there's this lady that I've seen on Instagram. She was saying that you could punch the hole in the middle and stack them on the top, and then don't forget to punch the holes in the actual bottom. I got so excited. I got home from work that day and went out there and was putting the dirt and the seeds and stuff. I'm like, the next day I remember I forgot to poke the holes in the bottom of it.
Well, and that's what happened with Liz's pot too. I think when she potted last week, we didn't ask that question. So there was no drainage when all that rain came.
Right. Yeah. Okay.
Jenny said, what are we planting today? Right. What are you planting today, Liz?
Right.
Liz got a delay.
I am planting my watermelon and cabbage.
Watermelon and cabbage.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. Yep, got you. Nikki said, up pot when you're planting has 3 or 4 true leaves. I've heard, yeah. Okay.
2. I think I want to put in the other pot.
So, Magic, yours has been going pretty good for a while, and I think I'm ready to up pot. Like I said, my tomato plants, because they got several leaves on them, and like Nikki said, when it's 3 or 4 true leaves on them.
Right.
Anybody else? Jenny said, are you joining the watermelon wars? There's a watermelon war going on. Yeah. I don't think she knows about it.
Yeah. I know. I'm joining. In fact, I got to take one of them out of my trunk. I don't know about the war. I just know about the 579.
Oh, that's our thing. Yeah, there are
Three,
some of
five,
the
seven.
some of the gardeners. Yeah, they got a watermelons war going on. Tim got some watermelons out back as well.
that he's planting.
He already planted. They doing pretty good,
Oh, good.
and
I'm gonna
they're
take
a
my.
little bit. They're not per se like real skinny, leggy, but
Mhm.
they're. He feels that they're kind of skinny. So what he's doing is he's putting dirt up. I mean, soil up around them to try to build the
Okay.
strength of the stem up. But his
Mhm.
leaves are very thick and nice.
Really.
Green, yeah, on his watermelon plants. Yeah.
I'm gonna see if I can turn my camera on this one so I can show y'all my.
Oh,
Oh.
Janet, the 579, you'll hear about that if you come Thursday for my vibe session with Yaya Thursday at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We're going to talk about, I'm putting a challenge out. So it's five, yeah, what is it? What did I call it? No, 357. And
Three,
I'll tell
five,
you
seven.
all about what it is then, okay? So I think it's going to be pretty fun.
Okay, y'all tell me if you can see it.
Okay, let's see what you got going.
Okay.
Oh,
Can
look
you
at
see
you.
it?
I'm so scared. Y'all, Sheer Magic got them long fingernails. I am just so proud of her. I cannot
Oh.
believe that she is in the dirt.
In the
Okay.
dirt. So I still remember my friend brought me this. I still have a whole lot of that left. And so these was the ones that got really like the cucumbers over here,
Uh-huh.
but they seem to be doing good. So she told me about the toilet paper holders, like take them and put them in the plants to hold them
Mm-hmm.
to get them to hold up. And it
Oh, nice
seems to be
idea.
working. So that way they don't limp over like this.
Oh,
You
okay.
put the toilet paper things on there. So these
Yeah.
are still my cucumber, zucchini, cantaloupe, and then I got over here carrots, tomatoes, and watermelon at the bottom.
You didn't even tell me that you planted those.
Yes, those are what I
Wow.
did the other day. I
You
was
did
so
it.
proud of myself.
You did it without me. Oh my
Yeah.
goodness, I can't believe you.
And look, I don't have no gloves out here, yeah. I
Yeah.
did buy.
You
I
done
bought
planted
this
in the
though,
dirt.
for like for the squirt to squirt them.
Man, isn't that something?
Mhm.
I cannot believe
Yeah.
it.
I was so proud of
Yeah.
myself. I was like, look at you.
Hey, Super Chat. Thank you so much. I appreciate you stopping in. Thank you so much for stopping in. We talking garden this evening. Thank you. Super Chat speaking to everybody in the chat.
I showed you my neighbor's yard, didn't I, yeah?
Uh-huh, across the street.
Yeah. Because she's got those big pots too.
Kenyatta says she all fancy and stuff.
I was like, oh my goodness, they're really starting to do something.
Yes, it looks really, really good. Really good. Tim, who is this right here? Who is that? Is that Oh, that's my picture. Oh. Hey, Tim, are
Oh
you
my
on?
gosh, you are funny.
What'd you say?
No, I was gonna say since you was outside, I dropped the link. You can show what's out on the patio. Okay. Tim's
And you
outside, so he's gonna show what we got out there.
tell you, yeah, I seen like 3 rabbits yesterday. I'm like, seriously, they were in my backyard, but I was like, we are not about to do that today.
Hey, that rabbit don't want you. That rabbit is not gonna hurt you at all. Y'all, Sure Magic has the nicest backyard, and she don't even be going back there or whatever. You need to get you a lawn chair, girl.
Hmm. My friend, the one that came over here to bring the soil or whatever, she was saying, you wanted to be like a baby boy, mama had it. She said, you got all this backyard to be able to do that.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
I was cracking up.
Yep. Yep. If you haven't already, you guys drop what zone you're in. So if you could make a connection and help somebody out, that would be great. Nikki said, hey, Tim.
I'm
Said, hey,
3.
Nick. Yeah, Nikki said a cute chair and a cute table.
Yeah, absolutely. That's what I got to do to make it happen if I want to make it happen.
Welcome into Tea Grove, Alaska. He's in zone 4A. Yeah, he's in zone 4A. I like hearing about GT's growth or whatever. Because GT, don't you basically pretty much grow inside because of how the weather is there? Or do you grow in the ground outside? Because of how Alaska's weather is. And Janet said she's in I think 4A, zone 4A.
She's in the lower number.
I dropped the link again if anybody wants to come up.
Me and Liz are in 3.
Oh, is it 3 or?
I think, yeah, ours is 3, right? Yeah, I think ours is 3.
Okay. Missouri.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So, and girl dad said he's 8B, 9A. Cali. He's in Cali. There's GT. GT's a wealth of knowledge too. So we got somebody up here that really knows how to talk garden.
What's up, y'all? How y'all doing?
We doing all right. How you doing?
All right. It's a nice sunny day right now in Alaska.
I see that.
We only got a little bit of snow on the ground. Let me see.
What?
A little bit of snow still. Yeah.
So
this Alaska.
Tell us how you grow in Alaska with the way the weather is. Are you mostly inside or do you grow outside?
Start June 1st. I am outside, and I got about 4 months at the most where I get to grow outside, and the rest of it is indoors. So I just don't let the weather restrict me from growing.
Mm-hmm.
That's all that is.
Mm-hmm.
And I try to grow everything.
That's what I was just getting ready to ask you. What can you grow?
They say, I believe I can grow anything I put my mind to. Like I got a banana tree that's indoors right now. What up with you, Janet? I got a banana tree that's indoors, and when it gets warm enough, I'm bringing it outside.
Okay.
And same thing with melons. I'm gonna grow them. This will be my first time growing a melon outdoors. But I believe that if you make the proper preparations because of your zone and you build the infrastructure, you can get anything grow. Yeah, I believe that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I would agree with you. You just got to know your zone and know what your weather and what your time frame is, and get that soil right. And as Planter Garden says, drop those seeds.
Yeah. And then, because like corn, I have to start that indoors because our ground is still frozen in a lot of Anchorage, because I'm in Anchorage, Alaska. The ground is still frozen. So that means that you can't put seeds in the ground. You have to start your seeds early and then transplant them, so that's all it's about. It's about knowing your first frost date and your last frost date. That is one of the most important things that you need to know, being a gardener.
Okay.
That makes sense.
So if you do that, it's, like if I wanted to grow onions, then that means in January, because of how my sun works or whatever, I need to start mine in January, around January. So around this time of the year, I could put my onion starts outside. So by the time the season ends, I will have onions, and huge onions. So,
wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm even gonna try to.
Go ahead.
I'm even gonna try to get in that watermelon war.
I heard.
I ain't scared of none of y'all. I ain't scared of none of y'all. And y'all better not let me get a bigger watermelon than nobody in the South. Come on now, don't do it like that.
Hey, don't play with me.
I'm just saying. I ain't scared.
Cause Michael Farmer, he ain't on, but yeah, he been talking big-ish.
Yeah, me and Micro cool. I talked to
Yeah.
him earlier this week and we was having conversation because I ain't like what he said. He said he not gonna do something, and I was surprised because you know, Michael Farmer walks with a certain kind of confidence, you
Mhm.
know, and I was just surprised that he was talking like that. And I was like, man, what's wrong with you, man? And he was like, nah, GT, the science. I'm like, man, come on. And he was like, yeah, you're right. So I'm glad that I got to talk to him. But
He
yeah,
was supposed to be on tonight or whatever, but he's traveling, to Indiana to go work on some property. And he had called me just right before the show, had told me to send him the link, and I did. So he probably got caught up with something. He might pop in here if he get a chance. But yeah, he was on the road.
true that, true that.
I
Yeah.
see what OCD's chick said about us being cheap. I'm in Missouri, OCD's chick, because she said about zone 3.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Nikki and Liz. Nikki, Liz, and Sheer Magic. Yeah, they're in Missouri. We looked you guys up before, and you came up to be 3.
Yeah, we came up to be 3.
Yeah. And what was your weather today?
Today it was 60 something. It was a little bit cooler today. And what's funny is I started on the inside with growing mine, when you had me doing it and stuff. And this window in my kitchen, it was so sunny. It was a lot of sun coming in because they said cucumbers have to have a lot of sun. And then it's like when I moved them outside, it's been raining every damn day since. I'm like, oh, I'm like, this is not how it work. I'm like, if I ever wanted sun, now I need some sun.
I find myself, y'all, getting up. That's one of the first things I do in the morning after I open everything up or whatever. I'm out there looking at the plants. And see, I'm in a condo, so I'm in a small area, and everything got to stay right up on the cement. So can't put it down out there on the grass. Because of the codes or whatever, but I'm constantly moving the pots around, following the sun where I can, so they can at least get their 6 hours,
Right.
sunlight. Yeah. So,
Mm-hmm.
You guys need to look y'all zone up again. Somebody's saying that's the wrong zone. Let me see. I don't know.
Zone 3 for who? That's what I was thinking of. Who said they in zone 3?
Let me look. Let me see what zone. Let me look them up again. What is the area code?
The area code is 816. The area code is zip code.
I thought what mine is
zip code. Zip code.
64138.
63303.
Genesis is 3 is zone way north of us.
Oh,
4, 3, 1.
And then OCD chick said we may be 6 or 7.
Yeah, you 6 or 7 or 8. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not at the Canada border or I'm not at the Canada border.
Oh, what do I put in? How do I say what zone?
Yeah, I thought we looked it up, and I thought the back of the
what grow zone?
Oh,
you see what the temperature is for me?
What is it?
Behind me.
I can't see that.
What's the grow zone? Hold on, I'm looking
behind you.
60
or 40. Right, almost 60.
Okay, yeah. 55, 60.
52 degrees. That's
don't it have to be like 70 for you to grow what do they say, grow watermelons?
You talking about for me?
Well, for anybody, I thought the ground had to be warm.
Yeah, but that's when you introduce heat sources. You got to be innovative. Yeah, so that means that you don't put it in the ground. You put it in containers. You put rocks up underneath it. You heat the rocks. You use a heat mat. There's ways to actually get the product that you want. You have a little greenhouse. You build one or you buy one. Yeah, you can get it.
Yeah,
you just got to think outside the box.
Liz, we was wrong. We're in zone 6.
It says Missouri is divided into 4 planting zones: 5B in the north, 6A and 6B in the central regions, along with 7A and 7B towards the south.
Okay. So I
And then
wonder
it
why.
So
says
we
So
said
a
6B, right?
a small area in the southeast corner of the state enjoys warmer growing zone of 8A.
hmm So that guy at the store when I went to go get my seeds, he told me I was in zone 3. And then I thought we looked it up on the one call. It said we was in zone 3. So it was way off. So they right 6 and 7.
Yeah, 6 and 7. St. Louis is 7A.
6B. That's what mine said.
Yours says 6B. So okay.
So,
Yeah,
All
I'm
right,
in
lady.
St. Charles. So mine says 6B.
Nikki said that's warm for GT.
Negative
50 something degrees.
whatever, 5 Fahrenheit.
52.
You're right, Nikki. And if you're in zone 6, that means you have about 6 months of planting that you can do. The
Oh,
same with
really?
zone 7. Yes, same thing with zone 7. You have about 7 months where you can grow outside.
hmm
Now there's going to be variations and things like that, but that's like a small little guide. Yeah.
Okay, that's good to know.
Is that
So,
based on that number, GT, that the 6 and the 7? Like I'm 9. Does that mean I'm in Florida?
Ooh, Lord. Goodness. Ooh.
I was in Florida.
Yeah, you got to woo.
I know. I had stuff that made it through the winter. My jalapeno plant, it made it through the winter. It's got flowers out there now. But it got kind of cool here. It got like down to the 40s. We're
I'm in
acclimated to
April.
Florida.
I mean, we in May, and I'm only in 52 degrees. It's not
Yeah,
a
it's
big
been in the 80s.
comparison. You saying 40? We get negative 30 down here. I mean, up here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, we're just now getting really hot. It's been in the 80s, low to mid 80s, and the humidity is up. So the plants they're loving it.
That's what's up there.
But I'm waiting for my stuff to flourish. I see people and they got big leaves and stuff. Well, the folks in Texas, but everything grows big in Texas, they say.
That's what they say.
Big and
Yeah, ain't in the best zone, Nikki. Nikki, you in the best zone. You in zone 7. Zone 7 that's where I want to move at. That's beautiful. You get to grow leafy greens and all of that. You have a balance, I believe, Nikki.
Where's she at? Where's she at?
Kinda,
I don't know. She in zone 7 though. Maryland, I think.
Maryland, yeah, that area. Yeah.
Well, you're saying because of the based off the zone, she's in a good.
Yes, because she can grow leafy greens like in Texas and where Yaya at, Florida, certain parts of Georgia. When it gets too hot, you can't grow leafy greens. And to be able to make a salad every day from out your garden, I think that's pretty beautiful. You know,
that's what I want to do.
Yeah.
Jamie said, "What about Alabama? What's your? Are you asking what your grow zone is, Jamie? If so, I can look it up. If you're asking that, if that's the question." Kenyatta said she's 7B. She's in North Carolina. She gets nice weather too.
I think zone 7 is beautiful because you can do watermelons because you get warm enough, and tail end after the summer you can do leafy greens, and you build a little structure. You can grow leafy greens, a good part of the year, after when it starts to get cool. Yeah, I bought my banana plant for $8, and last year I put it in a solo cup, poked holes in it, and now I have 4 pups coming out of it. So this weekend I will be this week coming up, I'll be able to separate that and put it in like a 2 or 5 gallon pot. You got to buy the little starts that they have for like $8, and then you'll have pups for the rest of your life as long as you treat it right.
Right.
Okay,
Yes.
I'm gonna backtrack just right quick to answer Janie's question. She was asking what was her zone for Alabama. So I looked up Alabama. It says Alabama is 7, 8, and 9. That is the hardest zone based on statistics. There is a 10% chance that frost will occur before or after these dates. And then it talks about that zone 8B in Alabama covers most of the Gulf Coast and South Central Alabama growing zone. So wherever you fit in there, Janie. Huntsville, Alabama zone is 7B and 8A. And Birmingham, Alabama is 8A. Hoover, Alabama is 8A and 9A. So those are some places wherever you fit in between there would be your zone. We got to 34, surprised that I didn't lose anything. Yeah, and Duval is right up the road, right up the freeway from me. Yeah, we probably got down there too, Duval as well, but I just remember, I know we got in the 40s. Yeah, it got a little cool here in Florida this past winter.
Okay.
Oh, and Kenyatta said she just moved from Alabama and she was 8A. I tried growing banana plants, but they didn't overwinter well. Now I have or how do you say it?
Ornamental.
Yeah.
Ooh, Lord, I can't say it.
Yeah, I couldn't get that out either. You're
What
welcome.
does she mean ornamental? Meaning that they do not produce bananas, or what does she mean by that?
Ornamental.
She was using them as an ornament.
Ornament. Right. Gotta Google that.
I mean, some things that are ornamental still produce, like peppers. They're ornamental can mean just beauty, or things like that. So that's why I was asking.
That's a garden terminology for okay, y'all. Thank you.
Yeah, I was like, what is that?
Exactly, GT. She said exactly, GT. So say it again, GT. Again, I'm listening this time.
I don't know what I said. Some bananas are they don't produce bananas, and that means they can be ornamental. But I didn't know the distinction that she was meaning when she said ornamental.
Oh,
okay. So that one that she's referring to, it doesn't grow edible, but you can have like peppers that are ornamental, and they are also edible. So that's what I was trying to make the distinction of it. She just said it.
But I was thinking about a Christmas tree.
If she gets like a cabin dish, I think it is.
Go ahead. What are y'all? Liz?
No, I'm saying like he said. You were saying ornamental meaning it's unedible, so it is decorative. But he's mentioning there are some that may be like that, and you can eat it. So decoration still.
Okay. Oh, I get it.
Nice.
Okay.
I mean, I'm looking at it online. They're beautiful.
Okay. Oh, I see.
Yeah, decorative. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's like a showpiece. Like some of the pretty peppers, like the black pearl. It has these black leaves on it. Oh, it's a beautiful specimen of peppers, but it'll say ornamental, but it'll also say edible. So there's phrases that go with ornamental that let you know what's its role in the garden. Yeah.
Okay. Hi, Roxanne. Thanks for joining. Okay. Well, I'm learning some stuff tonight. Thank you.
Right.
See, that's
Go ahead.
Oh, go on. No, you go ahead.
When Liz was talking about earlier, when she was doing her plants and unpotting them, putting the bigger ones, and so I was saying, should I get some bigger plants, or I've seen this girl she was on Instagram, and she kind of built her raised bed in the back, and she had the like cardboard, like she had literally built like this box, and she had the cardboard that she laid down, and then she had like tree branches or limbs or something like that she put in there, and then did the dirt, and she just kind of layered it up and then just did it like that. So when Liz was talking about doing the pots, so when I take mine out the cups, do I go directly to pots, or do I go directly to, putting them outside?
Oh, in the ground?
Not so much in the ground, but like on the we talked about it before. Raised garden.
Raised bed in a large pot. Well, I think it depends on, and JT, correct me if I'm wrong, it depends on what you're growing. And I think you're growing what? Zucchini?
Yeah, I got zucchini, cucumbers. Because she told me this year I'm gonna have to get that spiral thing for the cucumbers because they grow upward. So I don't know if those could go in the pot, put them in the raised bed. And then like the watermelon, what else did I just say? Tomatoes, like those.
I think it has to determine what you're growing or whatever. If it's oblong. I mean, if you got cucumbers, they're gonna vine. And they're gonna need space to stretch out. And cantaloupe is big, so it's like you're gonna have to have somebody else. Yeah.
Yeah. So not so much in a pot.
Not a small. Yeah. What do you think, JT? She's growing.
Like you said, it does depend on the plant. It also depends on the maturity level of the plant as well. Like I would say that it's not advisable to move a plant that is in its flower production because you're gonna bring a level of stress to it. It's just transplant shock. So what level of that? I don't know. Yeah. So I really can't answer that question without more information.
It said put them in a raised bed.
Well, let me ask you this, since you said something. How do you know your plant is in production? I know that they get flowers. How do you know that they're getting ready to produce something?
You said it, flowers. Flowers is one of the biggest indications that your plant is settled, it's happy, it's going to start producing flowers. Now, when the flower starts to drop, that's when you have to assess different things. Is it the heat? Is it you have too much nitrogen? Is there, there's a couple of steps that you actually go through to assess what's going on with the flowers dropping. But flowers is a good sign that your plant is healthy. It is a good sign.
So therefore, you want to up pot before you get to that stage.
I would say that it's recommended.
Yeah, so that you don't stress them.
Yeah. Okay. Because you're gonna make it slow down. There's a transition that happens because it's how the energy is focused. So the energy changes because it has different stipulations. It has, something. There's an interruption in it. It's just like when we play hopscotch back in the days. You got to jump over that piece of glass. It's an interruption. I know y'all too young to know something about hopscotch.
I already know it. I don't know about the glass, but the rock anyway. But yeah, I know about some
Yeah, I'm too young. What's hopscotch?
That's yeah.
But let's see.
But we use the glass because we didn't have whatever else people use. So when I grew up, I'm from Georgia. So we would, draw with the chalk or whatever on the thing. And there was always a broken bottle somewhere in the vicinity. So we just used that piece of glass to keep up with our space. Yeah.
Nikki is talking about, so she said flowers basically equals fruit, pollination. And then Duval City Girl said also male and female flowers. I don't know how to tell that.
A female will have a bump, some kind of bump. You know, if it's a zucchini, it would have a flower and then there'll be something behind it. Um, Same thing with melons. It'll be the flower and then there's something behind it. And so that's how you indicate a female. A female has a flower and then something behind it. A male, we just a muscle. That's all. We're just a muscle. So that's just a flower. That's the indication of it. Yeah.
Hmm.
But like tomatoes, they have intersex. No, it's not intersex. I don't know what it's called. But tomatoes, they have both
I don't
parts
know.
on their
Just a
body.
second. I don't know who you are, Trippy Cast, and I don't see your face or whatever, so I'm not gonna be letting you up. Okay, go ahead.
But tomatoes, they have both sex inside their flower. So
Okay.
you don't have to do them. But that's why you just go in and you just rattle the tomato and it self-pollinates. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Oh, we learning tonight, ladies.
Right.
I know.
So Nikki said the
Put
sooner
rocks at
you
the
place
bottom
the
line.
plant in its permanent home, the faster it will establish itself.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
So if I've only had mines in the okay, so I've only this is what week
Yeah, I'm
3
so sorry.
yesterday. So how will I know when to transfer mines over? Like,
Yeah, there's
I know it's probably too soon, right? Or no?
been done, like I
It
said.
depends on the planet. What plant are you speaking of?
So the vegetables that I'm planting.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So 2 weeks since I had the zucchini, the cucumbers, and the cantaloupe. It's been what 3 weeks yesterday, and then I just did this past Saturday. I just wound up doing the watermelon, cantaloupe, and tomatoes.
Mm.
So the ones that I've been having for 3 weeks, how long should I wait before I start working on the raised bed to put them in there? But she said the sooner you place them, the better.
What she's saying is great advice. So yeah, go ahead and do it. And what would be? I don't think there's a reason why you shouldn't do it now. I can't think of a reason why not.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, baby bump round. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, so you're gonna be
so
getting
then
ready. I
asked
got
a
some stuff I need
question.
to up. Yep. Go ahead, Liz.
No, I just want to say, so then we could just go ahead and plant them in the ground then. There's no purpose to put them in a smaller pot, if that's the case, right? Is that what we're saying? Or I thought it was a germination period that we were waiting on.
After it's germinated, and it's I don't know how you germinated. Did you germinate it in seed cells or
No, she did a big pot. Sure.
Okay.
Yeah, she got a
So
she
she
has a
said a big
medium.
pot.
Yeah, she's got a big pot to start from the very beginning.
I guess it's
She
like
didn't do the little
2 gallon
pods or anything or
pot.
cup or anything.
Mm-hmm. There's my garage.
are they healthy? Do they look good?
They haven't even grown.
Mine I just did today because it rained a lot. So yeah, they haven't done it. Yeah, they
So she's
haven't
just
grown.
starting out in that
So
size pot.
that's what I'm saying. At what stage do when it grows that you say, okay, I could put it in. Right.
If the threat of frost is not a problem, I would say that you probably could put them in the ground. You know,
Plant them.
you got to look at your soil temperature of
Okay.
your actual ground,
We ain't had frost.
and and understand the threat of frost. Um, I haven't planted in ground before. I just bought a house 2 years ago,
Oh,
so everything's been pots, raised garden beds. So yeah, I really don't have an expertise in that. I have a house, but
right. And
I
I
still don't I still don't have the yeah.
But JT, when you're planting inside or whatever, you use a lot of lights.
Yes, I have grow
When
lights everywhere.
you have grow
Yes,
lights everywhere.
Mhm.
but I have a huge garage. I have grow lights. I have fans. I do hydroponics. I do soil. I let me see what
I
else.
was going to ask you where do you keep them at, and you say you keep them in your garage.
Yes, and grow tents. I use everything that's available to control and assist me growing indoors.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And you get good harvest.
Yes, when it comes down to lettuce, I get as much as I want. When it comes down to radishes, I get what I want. When it comes down to fig cuttings, I actually get fig cuttings indoors. It's kind of scary because it's in some of them are in solo cups and they will have a fig on them.
What?
I get peppers, yes, I get peppers. I
wow.
actually have squash. Anything that you can do, I mean, not anything, but a lot of things that a lot of a lot of things. Hold on one second.
You got some great tips going on.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Right, but that
Um,
soil in Alaska is pretty good if he's using that.
yes, we have beautiful sun. I have. Oh
Mm-hmm.
man, I got to drop the video. I drop. I mean, I harvested the biggest cabbage I ever seen in my life. It's
Right.
huge. I'm surprised you didn't call. Yeah, she just pulled up. Oh.
Wow.
Yeah, that was my coworker. I'm at work.
Okay.
But
Oh,
anything that you do, I mean, a lot of things that you grow outdoors, you can actually replicate indoors as long as you provide it what it needs.
Mm-hmm.
Um, yeah. Okay.
So
She
it
said, does it
stay
have
in the
true
ground.
leaves?
Okay.
She was asking that
Liz.
to yeah, to Liz.
Oh, me?
Does it have true leaves?
It doesn't have. No, I don't even know what true leaves are, other than the leaves of the actual fruit. And I haven't. I literally just put it in the ground today, so I won't really know
Oh,
what it's
Yeah.
worked with and its germination comes, I guess, and
oh,
all
okay,
that
okay.
stuff. So I guess I
Yeah.
have
She
to give
just
it another
dropped more
week. I
seeds in
literally
there.
planted it last week and it decided to flood a couple of times. And I didn't know to bring it
Right.
in. And I was like, do I just leave it outside? So it got nice and soupy. And it probably could have survived. I don't think I've seen plants grow in water. So it's not a matter of that. I just didn't know what to do other than start over and bring it in. Hmm.
Mhm.
Yep. That's okay.
Hmm.
That's part of
So we'll see.
gardening.
Hey, if you got time to start it over, always start more. Yeah, always keep on dropping. Keep on dropping them. I could
Yeah.
Don't
dig that.
stop.
That's right. And
Yes.
the Catalina, are the
um,
first set of leaves that you see from a seedling. So when you first drop seeds and you start to see leaves, that's called a Catalina
Hmm.
stage, which means just beginning of life, in my opinion. I don't know what the real word means. That's just what I categorize it as. And true leaves
Oh,
are the leaves that actually associate what actual plant it is. So with the pepper plant, you'll start to see those thin leaves that actually lets you know that this is a,
Hmm.
uh, I can't remember what species it is, but it comes on like eggplants and peppers and stuff, and it lets you know what you know genetic makeup it may have as far as that seed or whatever. Same thing with tomatoes. Tomatoes have a certain type of leaf in the beginning, and then all of
Okay.
a sudden that leaf will start to drop, and then these other leaves will come about, and those are called true leaves. Yeah.
well, my leads to them. I mean,
Okay.
they're really going up.
So,
Really good.
how many
So maybe
sets of leaves do you have, Sheer
mhm.
Magic?
um Let me see. Let me go back downstairs real quick. I'm gonna turn my camera because I don't know. They all look like they're doing good. I mean, they're like green and um. I don't know. Let me see. Let me turn my camera around. Okay, let me see. Let me see. Okay, can you see them? Is my camera on?
Mm-hmm.
So would these be considered true leaves right here?
It's on. We looking.
Like right
Those are
here?
nice.
Yes. Yes,
Okay.
those are.
See how they're growing up? Like right here. This one was leaning over before, but I put this toilet paper thing in there to hold it. And then I have
Right.
these over here for
I
the
like it.
cantaloupe. Thank you. So these all
Yeah.
have a minute, but they look like they're doing good. I don't know what happened to this one right here. That one must have been the one that got splashed the other day. This one is really doing good.
Hey,
And
what
this
was
is
that?
Mm-hmm.
I just seen them. What was that? Is that a paper towel or a tissue roll? What that
it's a
was?
toilet paper roll. They said to put that in there to help the plant stand up because they were leaning like this. And I put the toilet
Yeah,
paper
that's what she was
roll
saying.
in
That helps
there,
her
and
keep the
it
plant
starts
up.
standing up in there.
Oh, I ain't seen that one, before. Okay, then.
So this one's really going good. You can see that one and these over here.
Hey, growing my own.
That's
Let
what's
me
up.
see. Yeah. Okay. There. Yeah. Ooh, yours is doing way better than mine.
Yeah, those are doing really
Nikki
good.
Mm-hmm.
said. Nikki said.
Come on,
Yes,
get
that's large. One can be planted in your raised bed.
Okay. So all these green cups are cucumbers, and the teal ones are zucchini, and then these are cantaloupes.
And look at her. She got
And
it color coded.
yeah, she did. She did something. She
Nikki.
wasn't playing. She be a little fancy. Got to put the pinky out
I
with it.
know that's right.
Yeah, I see it. I see
I was
It's a
it.
look,
first
I was
round.
Uh-huh.
I was serious about it. I was like, we're gonna make this happen. I got me some of them what you call them, the plant stickers or whatever, the plant tags.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I went to $1.25 tree and got me some plant tags. And what else did I get? I went and got all kind of stuff I probably don't even need. I
Uh-huh.
got my I
And you
got
got
these, I got this.
and you got them long fingernails all dirty too.
Right. Look, I got a bucket for the water. I bought
Okay,
these
okay.
but she said
Leave her fingernails
that
alone.
right. She said don't put them in there because these buckets was too big, so we did the solo cups.
Yeah, I am the
Having to
solo
use my
cup
kid
guy.
gloves. They balled up in the water bucket.
Oh wow.
I think
I
Michael
mean,
Farmer is a solo guy too, man. Downstairs, he just got solo cups galore.
we
Y-
do.
Yeah, I go to Costco and I get the clear ones, and then I get the
Oh,
red
I
solo
can't hear.
cups.
Uh
I
huh.
like the red. I like the clear solo club cups because you get to see root production, so you get to monitor that. And the
Oh yeah.
dark and the dark ones, the red ones rather, I put that inside of it, and the dark one just shield it from the light so you don't collect algae or whatever, anything else, And you can also feed it from the bottom as well, So it's a dual purpose. They call
Lashes.
it peekaboo club. What's up with your
Peekaboo.
lashes? Peekaboo cup or double cup method. There's many different names for it, but I love solo cups. Those are my
That makes
go-to.
sense. You can see it, the clear one.
Yeah.
Yes.
I saw
Mhm.
Lynn Farmer do that just a couple videos ago with the clear cup and the red one, and he kind of explained it the way you did, GT.
hmm He was the first
Mhm.
person. He was the first person that I seen that looked like me that was gardening. So
Oh,
nobody like the feeling that I felt when I seen this man was I can't even put
mm-hmm.
it in words because I was following other people and I would take their knowledge, they didn't look like me, but still they were teaching, so I paid attention. But then I accidentally ran into him on YouTube and I was like, wow, there's a dude that looked kind of like me. And then I found out
Right.
there's a chat because I didn't even understand that there was a chat. And I didn't understand lives. I didn't understand any of those things because I was green to it. We had an earthquake in 2018, and I seen that I wasn't prepared. And then I said, you know what? I need to find research so that I'm better prepared for my family. And I found dude. I found a whole
Mhm.
bunch of other people. So
Wow.
yeah, that was some serious death for me. Yeah.
Yeah.
That
Well,
is awesome.
we
And
didn't
that's what I've
approach.
been doing too, just asking questions, doing my research on stuff. If I see something or come across something, I'll call Yaya or I'll text her, I got a question, or, micro farmer, somebody be like, and then my friend, she has a farm, here. So she wanted to bring me like the soil and stuff. So she wants me to come out there with her. I think I'm gonna go next week because I'm gonna do a video on it,
Mhm.
but we're gonna go to the farm and she's gonna like, show me, she just bought some trees and something else. So I'm gonna do a whole video on just her farm and what she's doing out there. And I'm, be asking questions, stuff like that.
This is so thrilling to me because we're passing knowledge on, and I think that this is what
Mhm.
it is all
Right.
about. The gardening community just let's see. Well, last year I did Planter Gardens Herb Challenge, and I think that's when I sort of got introduced to the gardening community. And then I went to the Soil Family Meet and Greet, so there
Mhm.
was a lot of gardeners
Mhm.
there last year. We didn't make it this year. And so that's what got me to doing herbs. And when I was a kid, my dad always had a garden in our backyard, but y'all already know that was a long time ago.
Mhm.
So now since I'm retired and at home, I was like, I need to be trying to grow my own stuff. So let me
Mhm.
back out here on this patio. And I showed my dad, I was talking to him yesterday, FaceTiming,
Mhm.
and I showed him what I had out there. And he was all thrilled. He was like, "Oh, you got it going on this year or whatever,
Mhm.
He's like, you got something happening. So it's better this year than it was the year before. But I say this to
Mhm.
say Sheer Magic is doing her thing, and this is her first time, and Liz as well.
Mhm.
And I like the fact that we're just passing it
Yes.
on because I think that that's what's needed.
Right. And it's
Pass on
important.
and pass
Yeah.
on to your kids, your nieces,
Passion
your
of it.
nephews. Yes,
Mhm.
because when we're gone, we don't know what it's going to be like here on this earth, and they need to know how to plant them some food.
Right.
You
Right.
know,
Because
Oh,
because
that
we
I
got to
feel like for
remember that.
me and that.
Mhm.
go
You
ahead,
gotta
GT.
laugh.
Oh no, I was waiting. Go ahead, Liz. I'm sorry, my fault.
I'm sorry. No, I know we have a lapse. I'm sorry. No, to add to you what you were saying, it's. I mean, I always grew up with a garden. As far as my grandmother and my mom, they were very avid planters. I know, and when I bought my first house, me and you, yeah, we talked about it all the time. Like, I need to put a garden in this backyard, and I just had enough land, and I just never got around to doing it. So, even though I'm not in the same type of setting, but the land, I just said, you know what, I'm gonna go ahead and start. And then my son is coming, and he is like a green thumb. He's run a whole greenhouse, and so it's like even getting it started in that aspect. It's just your mental health, and I feel like being around nature, being around the
Mhm.
sun and the dirt and the soil, it's kind of like being at home. So for me,
Right.
I'm ready to get back to that. I think I've looked for that peace in so many other things. And so today, I'm happy to say that, you know what, I found me my peace, just being grounded, and knowing that I can, be a part of something that's growing and gonna allow my children to be nourished through it and all of that.
Absolutely.
Which
Yeah.
makes, and you know what, Liz, what you saying that too about just, being at peace. Me and
Mhm.
Yaya talk about this plenty of times where I'm just working on my peace. Like, don't let anybody interrupt your peace. And people gardening, when you're in your gardening and that's why I say I want my little wine and my table set up and stuff, because that's your peace. You
Right.
get out there, you do your gardening and you tune everything out. You don't want nobody coming into your garden to interrupt your peace and stuff.
Yeah.
And I always tell people, I say never. Because one of my customers, I told him, I was like, guess what? I'm growing my own vegetables. He started cracking up. I said, what do
Really?
you mean? He said, you don't even like spiders. You run from bugs and you're starting to grow your vegetables.
Oh, right.
He was cracking
Don't
up.
shame me. I can evolve.
Yeah, oh my God, I'd be so nervous. I'd be jumping and everything. And so, but when me and Yaya wound up doing our live about, growing your food and different things like that, everybody was so encouraging. They was bringing like, motivational words and different things and stuff.
Mm.
And so, like, you know what? I'm going to try it and see what happens. And now I'm just like, I need to go home and talk to my plants. I need to go home and do this. So let me go. I see different things and stuff. And
Yeah.
so just being at peace and just growing your own stuff. Because like I said before, getting this fruit and vegetables out the grocery store, this stuff goes bad so quick. And it's just like, what are they putting in this stuff? What are they doing? And if we're trying to eat healthy and be healthy, buying damaged fruit and vegetables at the store is not helping the situation at all.
Right.
So I said, you know what? I am about to definitely tap in and start doing my vegetables and just, see what I do. And my neighbor across the street, she came out last Saturday and she came over and looked at them and different things and stuff like that. So she gives me tips and pointers. And she was like, she has the starter plants. And she said, you can, don't buy no more seeds. She said, you can buy your starter plants from me. But I find it more, I always talk about how I love to see the progress in things I do. When I started YouTube, I didn't even know you could get paid for YouTube. I just started because I wanted to run my mouth and to sip. And so
you go, girl, all of us.
I'm gonna start my channel. And so then I had people jumping in my thing later saying, oh, you pay $100, I can get you more followers, more subscribers. I'm like, no, I want to grow it like naturally. I want to see my progress. Even when I do a video and I make a blooper or I do something wrong, I want to see the progress as I grow from starting my channel to going up to having, real followers and stuff. And that's the same way I felt like when I started planting. Like, I don't want nobody else to start a plant. So I want to start my own with my own seeds so I can see how I do. Now, that may change later. But for right now, I love going out there, seeing the step that, I took to grow my own. I've been bringing cardboard boxes home from work and breaking them down so I can put them on my raised bed. And
y'all,
so
she's doing some manual labor. Can y'all believe it?
Okay.
Magic, all right.
That's growth too. And so the what you're doing in your nurturing state of even the plants, you're learning how to nurture, and so I think it's just all reciprocated, as you say. I get to take care of something else, and I'm doing something for myself. And even if you use all the ingredients or help your community with it, I mean, it's just the gift that keeps growing. I'm gonna do me a test because I got me a mango seed, and I was like, you know what? I'm gonna see what I can do with this. I'm gonna go ahead and let it dry out, and then my kids love mangoes. So, let's see what I can do and, figuring out, just starting this one up myself.
And Liz, you can take an onion, you can take tomato. You can take an onion, you can take potatoes, and you know how potatoes start to sprout?
Yeah.
Just cut that and stick that sprout in there and put your little dirt on it. My celery that's out there is growing so good, and it was just that I had a stalk of celery and I cut the bottom off. I went out there and put it in a pot, just lightly put dirt over it, and within a day or two, Tim was like, that celery is really coming up. So you can take stuff that's even same with garlic, ginger, that you might have in your refrigerator, which I got some laying over here. I need to go put in the dirt, and they sprout it a little bit, or take a sauce plate and put a little bit of water in it and let it sit there for a day or two, and it'll start to sprout, and then go put it in a pot outside.
Okay, I got it. I have to get it on that one. That's going to be my next thing. I just wanted to hold off because I didn't want to add another thing to my list. But like I said, as my son is coming and my husband is coming, it's like, and they are the green thumbs. It's like, okay, now I can go full blast, and I will probably put that raised. I would like to put it on my downstairs patio, but as we talk about the sun, I'm not sure if the forest is going to overcrowd it or, overshadow it. But if I got to get some lights or whatever, I put on my outside light or whatever I got to do, that could be something that, will keep it growing and,
Duval said, Liz, she said that she has 2 mango trees and she grew them for seed, and she didn't let the seed dry out. She just put it out there in the dirt.
Oh, really? I better go put this outside. gonna put it outside right now. I ain't got to wait.
She done jumped up. She said, "Oh no, I ain't got to wait."
I'm on my way. Cause these kids, that you know how much I gotta pay $1.25 for some doggone mangoes, when we could have been letting this grow a long time ago. I'm gonna put my stuff out right now.
She says I have plenty of ginger and I got some fresh turmeric. I'm gonna put mine out there. Turmeric, lemon trees, and orange trees grown from seed. Wow.
Mhm. So yeah, I've seen OCD's chick video the other day, and I was like, "Oh my God, her garden is so beautiful. The way she got everything set up." And then he did a little tour of his garden today, and I said, "You got a big old garden or whatever." But I was like, "That's the kind, it's like it's the way they have everything set up and organized, and to this is where I'm going to this is where I'm going to that." I was like, "I like that."
Yep, absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
So have y'all heard of putting coffee, what is it, coffee grind?
I was on Broke Farmer. He had a live today, and somebody asked that question about the coffee grounds, and they said you can use them, but don't use it a lot. But there was a reason. Nikki, you remember what the reason why not to use a whole bunch of coffee grounds? It does something.
What do they do though? Like, do they help grow it, or they keep it like nurtured? What does coffee grinds do?
I'm hoping Nikki, and I don't know if she left or not. She said, "You ladies are doing great. Keep at it." She might be gone or whatever. We might have to look that one up on our own. Not unless somebody else in the chat about the coffee grounds. Anybody got thoughts on that? I don't know if it has nitrate. I don't know. I can't remember.
Yeah, it was something that they told me to start putting there. And
what about the rocks at the bottom where he just told us about?
The rocks?
I can't remember. We'll have to find out about the coffee grounds. I've always heard you can use them. I've heard eggshells too.
I think he said to keep it.
What, Liz?
Oh, I could put compost with the eggshells.
Oh, compost with the eggshells.
She put her thing over there.
We done passed our, look at her. She's a mess. We done passed our hour. We was going to try to stick to an hour on Sundays. So, unless you ladies have any other comments, questions.
I thank everybody for their tips, encouragement, and everything. As always, I appreciate it. Yes. I'm here for it. Tell me if I'm doing something right, wrong, whatever. That's the only way I can learn.
Absolutely. Yeah. Thank you all so much for coming. We appreciate you guys coming tonight on your Sunday evening, spending a little time with us and helping us get going on what we're doing. Great questions, great answers for us. And we'll be back next Sunday, same time, same back channel, same time, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And so, as I say in each and every video, time is our most precious commodity. So make sure everybody value your time, spend your time wisely with yourself, your family, and those that are closest to you. And we'll see you guys on Thursday. Come Thursday to, Thursday to Vibe Session with Yaya. Liz is my co-host there. Sheer Magics comes on if she feels like coming up. And it's going to be a good one. And I'm putting a challenge out. So if you want to know what that challenge is, and Thursdays is we're talking all things about health, our body, and learning our body, our external and our internal body. So if you want to be a part of this challenge, I need some support. Come on Thursday at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and we're going to talk about the benefits of ? And what the challenge is going to be ? So I look forward to seeing everybody on Thursday. You guys have a wonderful time.
Yeah.
Bye, y'all.
Yes. Bye. I think I have an hour, 15 minutes.